Most people say king of the north and king of the south, like it's obvious. But Daniel 11 is complex. First, the text gives a long sequence of conflicts between two powers, north and south. And it never names modern countries. So we start with the basics. The story is written in geography, north versus south of Israel. That language points to real historical kingdoms in the ancient world. Before we jump to today, we have to respect that original context. Daniel 11 reads like a timeline of rival kings, alliances, and betrayals. It's politics, war, and power, told in prophetic style. And the details are dense, because history is dense. So interpreters try to map the symbols, but they don't all agree. One way to stay honest is to separate the text from our modern labels. Then we can talk about modern theories as theories, not as facts. Daniel 11 shows power shifting through deals, marriages, and broken promises. It highlights how empires rise, clash, and collapse. The prophecy reads like strategy, moves and countermoves. So we have to slow down and read carefully. Even strong rulers can fall suddenly, and pride often collapses under its own weight. That's why this chapter feels intense, because it tracks real power. Then we reach the point where readers ask, does the story continue beyond the ancient setting? Some say yes, and they treat later verses as future-focused. Others say it stays rooted in the ancient world. So the debate isn't small, it's foundational. That's why you'll hear multiple interpretations of North and South. And each interpretation tries to explain the same lines. But we can't force certainty where the text stays symbolic. So we hold the options with humility. Here's the safe rule. Never claim the Bible names a modern nation here. If someone tells you it's obviously one country today, be cautious. Because Daniel 11 doesn't give you flags, only directions. Still, modern readers often try to connect it to today's world stage. They build maps of alliances and rival blocks, and they watch for patterns that resemble the chapter's power struggle. But patterns are not proof, so we use them carefully. In part 2, I'll show one popular modern theory, and why other interpreters disagree. We'll compare the claims to what the text actually says, and we'll separate solid scripture from speculation, because prophecy should produce clarity and humility, not hype. So if you want part 2, follow, and bring your questions.